All right, Coach, the bright lights of Broadway just to the east of us, and we are under the lights as well at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Mariota. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd down. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. DK Metcalf. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 15, Ronnie. 15 line. Here we go, D. Here.
Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Handoff comes to Chubb. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Sam off. Jam.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Echo. You got tight. You got Leo. Check 9. Hey, lock it. Check 37. Yo, go.
From midfield, here's Locke. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Go. 5.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Shoot.
Go out. Time. Be gripped.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Yo. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Watch QB drop.
Bam.
Switch.
Look at me. Go.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. To the right side, complete to Miller. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Let's go.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Blue draw quarters. Snap.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Single, slot. Hey,
Play action now. Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
18 Gator.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Watch the screen.
Chubb will get the call running left. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, fellas. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Right, 54. Hey, come on out here. Come on.
First down, Mariota. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Mariota. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really...
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Sam Martin now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he fields it cleanly. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. They run again on first down, Chubb. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A give. This is Chubb. A second broken tackle. Just bowling over tacklers. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Ready, set.
54.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming after you.
Topper, Topper. Look, squeeze.
Right, 54.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. That's Samuel, caught left side. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They go play action. Mariota. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. He gets him moving forward again with an 8-yard run, but they'll still be left with 14 yards to go on third. New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for New England. 42 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
First down, Patriots.
Mariota on first down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Mariota. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here,
and the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mariota. He'll get this to Eckler. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, New England.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. The 2nd half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, 2nd half. Let's do it. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half.
Keep playing hard.
Come on, set. 50-60 Pittsburgh.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Sit.
The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Run you over. Kill.
Please, sir.
23 yards the pickup there. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley. And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Break.
Check Mike 54.
Leo. Hey, Steve 6.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Now.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I got you, son. Check 52.
On 1st down, they go option to the right. This is Hines. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Got it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Man, I got you.
Now to the air. Locke. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
218, chop it.
It's just me.
Ready?
Now a toss play. It's Hines. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Nyheim Hines. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Samson Abuka in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Play fake. Mariota. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing is Mariota. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Mariota again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
To the air again, Mariota. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Now Myers for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Let's go.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the double. Guard, guard.
And here we go. Watch
80 weapons.
Watch the pass.
They go.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Greystone, travel.
Check. 53's Mike. Check.
Go, go.
Watch the pass.
Yes, yes.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Get it.
From the 29, Locke. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Set, ready? Moody base.
Check, check. Watch 54.
You're out.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day.
Right up.
It's going to be a long day.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Down. 70, Indy.
Mike, you don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Hey, high 7. Bam, bam.
SOS.
Now. Now.
On second and 11 now. Locke, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third and 11. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Hey, look at me. Go off. Hey, Delta.
Locke gonna go on fourth down. And no, it's incomplete. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10.
Let's go, Abby. Tell me what you got.
One.
What you got, Abby? Give me some.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. To throw is Mariota. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. To throw Mariota. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. But it'll be second and goal. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when
he'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. Mariota to throw it. Dancing to his left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Check. General West.
Hey, switch gears. Kill. Check.
They begin this drive with Chubb. Shoves him aside. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Chubb. Past the 20. It's a gain of 35.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash. This from 33. Again, knocks this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Jets, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for New England, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music